Why? Why this beautiful thing everybody want to go in? People enjoy it. Look at marriage ceremonies. You will love it. So many kinds of, in fact, sometimes they make it very beautiful. So why it always end in divorce? So I sat down to think through, and I realized that the first one, the people of today associate dating to attention. When they hear about dating, what they hear is attention. The second one is when people of today hear about love, what comes in mind is sex. They think love is sex. When people of today see success, they see success as competition. So in marriage, people see success as competition. And that is one of the ways which also lead to unsuccessful marriage. People see argument as disrespect. When a woman argues with a man, people out there will see that, oh, this woman is disrespectful. Why is she arguing, exchanging words with the husband like that? So argument to the people of today is what? Disrespectful. And above all, commitment. The people of today see commitment as foolishness. If you try to commit yourself, they think you're foolish. And that is the 5 wrong equations that are leading to divorces. Yeah, hello guys. Yeah, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name on YouTube is Kwabena. When you hear about Kwabena on YouTube, that is me. Please do me a favor. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, share, comment so that I will know what you also think about the episodes that I put online. But today we are going to look at an interesting topic. In fact, this platform is to make impact. So we are looking at what is going wrong and what is the way forward. How can you correct things? If you look at marriage, marriage itself is a beautiful thing. A lot of people are rushing into marriage. People who have not gotten the opportunity are praying hard. Some people are in churches, some people are in prayer camps. All they're doing is to pray that God will give them man. God will give them a woman to get married to. At the end of the day, you go to court too, and you see that a lot of married couples are also coming out with divorce letter and code that they want to divorce. So the question is why? Why this beautiful thing everybody want to go in? People enjoy it. Look at marriage ceremonies. You will love it. So many kinds of, in fact, sometimes they make it very beautiful. So why it always end in divorce? So I sat down to think through, and I realized that we have 5 wrong equations that people of today have associated themselves with, and that is leading to a lot of divorces. Let me give you the 5 wrong equations, so episode by episode we tackle them. The first one, the people of today associate dating to attention. When they hear about dating, what they hear is attention. The second one is when people of today hear about love, what comes in mind is sex. They think love is sex. When people of today see success, they see success as competition. So in marriage, people see success as competition. And that is one of the ways which also lead to unsuccessful marriage. People see argument as disrespect. When a woman argues with a man, people out there will see that, oh, this woman is disrespectful. Why is she arguing, exchanging words with the husband like that? So argument to the people of today is what? Disrespectful. And above all, commitment. The people of today see commitment as foolishness. If you try to commit yourself, they think you're foolish. And that is the 5 wrong equations that are leading to divorces. But now, I want to take it upon myself to take you through this, that 5 wrong equations, and correct them. In fact, they have appropriate correspondence that I think that when you try to fix them at their correct places, in fact, divorces or unsuccessful marriage that we see around would totally come down. Today, you're going to look at the first one I made mention of, dating. You ask the question, why are you talking about dating? You're looking at divorces, you're looking at why there are unsuccessful marriages. Why dating? In fact, every marriage, I want to tell you that the basis of every marriage is dating. When you undermine this stage, it means that you're going to have crisis tomorrow. Because the foundation of everything shows the sustainability of that particular thing. So if your basis of your marriage, which is the dating, if it is weak, trust me, you have lost it. Dating, let's get about dating. Dating is in a way that some people may arrange with some people to go and sit somewhere just to have one-on-one talk, just to know the person better. Or two young people who have decided to also study each other to see whether they are compatible. But let's look at dating itself. Why am I saying that people of today associate dating to attention? You see that when the young man and the young man are in relationship, the lady expects the guy to call in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. As soon as he tries not to call, the lady will complain. From morning up to this time, you've not called me. Afternoon, you've not called me. Evening, you've not called me. Are you sure that you love me? Are you sure you're not seeing someone else? A lot of complaints. So, guys too, it has been like a formality. He knows in the morning he has to call, in the afternoon he has to call, in the evening he has to call, and that has been the norm of the day. So, in actual sense, she may not have the interest to call in the morning, but because that is the formality, she has to do that. He may not have the interest to ask, have you eaten? And because of, they do it because it's formality. Sometimes the person asks the person, have you eaten? Not with the intention that when the person has not eaten, he's going to give the person money. No, but because it's a formality. So attention, because it is attention, let me tell you, pretension reigns supremacy in dating. So everybody wants to pretend to be good. Everybody wants to pretend to be that, to be this, and to be that. And that is why we are experiencing a lot of divorces. Let me give you the correct equation, the correct correspondent to dating. Discovery. To discover things. Let's look at people who go out to discover things. They go through a lot of processes, do a lot of tests and check whether what they want to discover, whether that is the right thing. Let me show you. Two young people you've met. You don't know each other. In fact, sometimes you are from different countries, sometimes from different villages and different towns, sometimes from different families, from different schools, different friends. And you know that wherever you find yourself depends on the kind of impact you get in your life. So it means that if my friends are different from your friends, it means that our interests will be different from your interests. What you talk about, it will be different from what you talk about with your friends. The kind of treatment, the kind of nurturing you got from your parents may be different from mine. When you went to school, every school have their culture, every school have the way they behave. Then when you went to school, the kind of things you experience and how you perceive things is different from me that I also went to different school. So what I'm saying is that because you are coming from different places and you've met, this is the time you need to discover the person that you want to live with. Because when you're able to discover the person, then it means that the probability that you'll be able to live with the person for the rest of your life will be. Now, what am I saying it is discover? You're going to check when the person is angry, to what extent does his anger reach? You get to know that. Is the person too easy to make friends? Is the person a gossip? Is the person a liar? Is the person trustworthy? These are some of the things you take a conscious effort to look through to see whether that person is into that. All your intention was to look at is to make sure that whether two of you are compatible or not. So now, because people associate dating to attention, they lose focus of all these things and they try to look at dating as a message of calling, as a message of testing, as a message of checking whether you have eaten or you have not eaten. And because the bases are not grounded in a firm way, that is why we are experiencing a lot of divorces. So it means that a lot of things that people need to know today, they don't do, and they experience that in marriage, and sometimes they complain, why was I so blindfolded with this attitude? So this person that was like this, so this was his attitude. Or why couldn't I see? You couldn't see because you did not go into the relationship to discover the person, to know whether you're compatible. In fact, you're human. I'm not urging you to look for a perfect person, but it is not everybody you can adapt to. There are some people you can adapt to. So you have to look at it. That's what dating is. It's not a compulsory for someone. When you go into a dating with somebody, when you're dating somebody, it's not compulsory for you to marry the person. So at the end of the day, if I try to discover you, and I see that there are certain things about you I cannot adapt to, then the best way is to just leave you and go my way, and that is the best thing. But because people think dating is attention, and they think because they have entered into dating automatically they're going to marry, that is why a lot of marriages are collapsing, because people decided to close their eyes of certain things they saw and they decided to overlook. Trust me, dating is never tantamount, or dating is never correspondent to attention, but rather discovery. Until children of today get to understand this and know that we are not going to dating for fantasy, but I'm going there to discover the kind of person I'm living with. You are still going to experience a lot of divorces, because people will get to marriage at the peak. They will give birth to 3 children, 4 children, because before they realize that the man they are living with was not their soulmate. No. The person they're living with, what they were not compatible with. Now they get to know some certain kind of attitude, and they ask themselves, could this person be like this? Yes, he was like that. He has never changed. The person you met is the same person, but because you did not go in to discover. So now, yes, people have done what is wrong. They didn't follow the right process with a lot of divorces. But then, I want to urge young men and young women of today, for us to prevent a lot of divorces tomorrow. Now, if you're in dating, don't just close your eyes. See that you are discovering the person you are living with to see whether you are compatible. And when you see that you are compatible, then you move on to the next stage where you can commit yourself and fully that now this is the person I want to live the rest of my life with. And that is my advice to you. Never associate dating. Once again, I'm saying that dating is never tantamount to what? Attention. But rather, dating is tantamount to what? It's tantamount to discovery. Learn to discover the person you're living with, and it takes conscious effort. It doesn't happen by chance. You can't take feelings into it. Open your eyes, and when you open your eyes, you'll be able to discover the kind of person you're living with. You don't have to marry the person before you get to know the person is a womanizer. No, you don't have to marry the person you get to know that this person is a thief. You don't have to gossip and know that, oh, this person, when you talk secretly, you try to take it out. No, you should be able to know all these things in the dating process and see whether you're compatible. This is the short episode for the first episode for dating. Is not tantamount to attention, but tantamount to what? Discovery. Learn to discover, and you have a happy life, a happy marriage, a successful marriage the rest of your life. You may ask me, why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this with you so that we put an end to divorces that is happening in our world today. Get the right foundation, and that will take you to eternity. May the good Lord bless you. Wait for the next episode, which is where love is tantamount to sex. But at the end of the day, you get to know that love is never tantamount to sex, but love is tantamount to something I will show you in my next episode. Watch out. May the good Lord bless you. If you have not subscribed, once again, I'm urging on your indulgence. Please do me a favor by subscribing to my channel. Share for a friend to get. May the good Lord bless you. Bye bye.